Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're well out there. Welcome to What It Do Tarot. Appreciate you for stopping by here with me today to see what's good, see what's going on, to see what it do. I appreciate you guys, all of you guys, old and new. Thank you so very much. Hope you like, hope you stay, hope you enjoy the reading. This is a timeless reading, but it is the beginning of May 2026. So hope you're having a good air evening, and feel free to fast forward through this part while I get out your zodiac card. Okay. Capricorn, your number is 10, also breaks down to a number 1. Your word is achieve. I get a couple of these cards for you, and then I do 2 decks of tarot. Cooperation, working together. Maybe that's what you're trying to achieve. Some sort of group participation here. Maybe you're trying to get the youth to participate with the elders in the family or understand what the process of life is really all about, or something like that. Or you are the youth. Inspiration and reverse. Or you are the youth that has to, or you're one of the family members in your family that is one of the younger ones that has to help with the elders or something like that. And imagination. Here to waking up. I believe this is a hangman card. Okay, so trying to find a different perspective for how to either get some cooperation in your family, or you've been, getting some sort of perspective on how things would be better if there were, or there was, more cooperation. And that's why I said the youth and the elders, because of this picture, but it has the word refresh at the bottom. So, maybe you need some cooperation from the youth in your family or something like that. Maybe if you feel like you're just like they're wearing you down or something like that, you're getting old too fast or something like that. It's time for you to rejuvenate yourself, but the only way you can do that is if they cooperate or help out or something like that. Because there's just no inspiration like within them. So you're trying to maybe find a, 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 a way to engage with them or get them to cooperate. And like you get stuck in your imagination space a lot, just wanting to drift away or something. Maybe you feel like you're getting old, okay? And you just like, you miss being young or something like that, and it's just like you do everything for everybody. And you want to, just have them kind of help out a little bit, cooperate. So you're trying to find all the different angles that you could um, think of. All right, Capricorn, here's the first deck. We have here the Seven of Cups. So there are different ways and different methods that you have been thinking about, right? Um, to convince these youthful people in your family that, you know, is beneficial for them, for you, you know, life. Because, they too are going to get, older and have children, and you want them to be able to instill good values or habits or something in them now also. With the Two of Swords, like you never saw this coming or this level of it or something, or you just really, feel like eh, kind of just, I'm just gonna say, you just really never saw this coming, like the way that you're feeling or something like that. But all the while you're feeling how you're feeling, this is the Two of Swords. There's the Three of Wands, which means that you have this vision of, seeing things, working on things, making something happen, or having them learn how to work or do something. Um, and if you had to make some sort of quick decision in terms of how to get these people in your life to move, I'm guessing you have something that you really been thinking about. One of those options stands out more, one more than the other. Imagination here. Eight of Cups. Like you just, I'm telling you, like you just sometimes want to just walk away and take a trip, but you can't do that because if you're a single mom or something, and it's a lot that you have to take care of. You can't just get up and walk away that easily. So here, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there is no one here to help you here with this. It's just you and your children, maybe even grandchildren, and it's like, gosh, can I get some help? Like, you have children now, you still don't see the importance of, helping me out a little bit more, Like you guys live here and everything, and help out with the children and this and this and that. But everybody's just so focused on, doing them, they forget that, you actually do need help. But you've been the type to kind of just do it, without asking for the help or something like that. So here's the King of Wands, fire sign, Leo, Sag, or Aries. And so that is, you're a headstrong, confident type of person, Um, you get things done, very productive. You achieve a lot, and now you're looking for your Two of Cups. Now you're looking for, some help here, someone that cares, a little bit here. So here with the Seven of Pentacles, you've put in so much work here with your family and time and, your foundation here with them. Yeah, Ace of Swords. You have put in a lot of work with your family. You're everything. But here with the Seven of Wands in reverse, that's time for you to set up some boundaries now. They they have to understand that they're getting older, and you do want to be able to get up and go on a cruise or do whatever you need to do to take your own personal time also, not feel so stuck to the compound. Okay, here's a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Queen of Cups. You love your family, you do anything for them. That's very obvious, but it's time for them to take some responsibility and help out. You know, they're just used to you doing everything. You're like, I got it, I got it. I mean, I'm kind of like that too with my teenagers. Like, it's not a big deal if I need you. I ask. Like, live your life, because when it starts, it's gonna start. But we could be enabling them at the same time. But they do help out. When I ask. It's not a whole lot to do, but but however, every parent has their own parenting style. So now here you have the Queen of Wands. So like I said, masculine or feminine, you have a very like productive, proactive like type get up, you just go and do it, like you get it done. It's nothing to you. You don't think twice about it, but now you're realizing, you're getting older and you do everything and you want some time to yourself or something like that. So now here with the Five of Wands at the bottom, it's it's a little bit of a hassle, sometimes for you, not too much that it causes conflict when you uh, bring up anything, but you just want a little bit more cooperation from them because they don't just initiate it or, go and do it on their own. So, however, the case, Capricorn, appreciate you. Thank you so very much for being here with me today. Come back and rock it here with me anytime here on What It Do. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please and thank you. And of course, only if you like. I appreciate it all, guys. Here's the second deck, last deck. Let's see what it do. Yeah, you see that they're just, like like the whole world, just so focused on what they're doing. I mean, you're proud of them, but you're like, gosh, it would be nice if, you let me have a little bit of free time or something, acknowledge that, I I am the one that does it all. And I would like a break or something like that. Or a small vacation or something, Like you have grandchildren and your children are off on the weekends. And like everyone's off on the weekends, but they still just come and drop them off at your house every single weekend or something, like, oh, you go to grandma's house. Oh, you're going to grandma's house. Like, dang, like I love my babies, but can you keep them one weekend? So it's just, they get used to, they get used to. So here we go. Last thing, let me grab my charger. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, you gotta put a death to that. Say, no, no, no. We're about to stop this way of it. We're about to try something new. So 3 of Cups, you can have 3 children, 3 grandchildren. I don't know. But also, this is like they're coming together, in agreement. Like cheers, okay, let's drink to that. Yeah, let's three cooperation, 3 of Cups, three energies, you and your 2 children, whatever. So here's the Knight of Wands. They just want to do things their way, and you're ready to do things your way. So that 5 of Wands, kind of a clash of energy, you just want them to see it in a different light, but they're just not there yet. But here with the King of Swords, you haven't voiced this yet. You've been thinking very heavily about it, what you're going to say, how you're going to say it. You don't want to sound mean or, like, you don't love your grandchildren or whatever the case is. You don't want to hurt their feelings. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Maybe you'll, I don't know, cook them a nice meal or something and say, let's talk about this. I don't know, but the Knight of Cups is offering some sort of level of love at the same time. Um, some care. You're gonna ease it in on them there. Like I said, you love your children. So here with the Hierophant, not only have you just been pondering and thinking and imagining, you've been praying, about it. All praises to the Most High, YHWH, all day. You've been going to God about it, and praying and really, asking for the strength, really, to come out and just be stern and, with them and not kind of let them run the show. So Here is the last card. Here is the Lovers. Now, the Lovers, it could be seen in multiple ways, just like all the cards. So, with that coming out, it's really you choosing yourself, like to love on yourself finally, okay? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. This, we've been in this same interview, the Hangman, for a while, So you guys are grown now, I have grandchildren. And even still in that same momentum of things, just because I'm a hard worker and you see this and then you see that. But wait a second, you know, the as soon as you say what you need to say at this nice meal or take them out to eat or whatever, you know, just have them understand where you're coming from. This wheel is going to turn for you in a whole nother light. You're going to be able to refresh and feel your youthful self also again. So take care, Capricorn. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.